Alright, so Monster Train, very popular game. Let's find out if there's a good reason for that or not. 1 hour, as for the other games as well. Every game gets 1 hour. A standard run. A new run. A new run of the train. Welcome to hell. Your train is carrying precious cargo. Interesting. The last remaining shard of the pyre needed to relight the fires in the depths of hell. Invaders from heaven, the winged, will do anything to prevent you from completing your journey. You must make wise decisions and build up your band of monsters to have any hope of success. Good luck, Hellborn. We are not angels in this. Okay, go here. Reduce this a lot. And this a bit. Alright. Cool. The primary clan and the allied clan. Hellhorned and Awoken. Logbook. Oh! Lots of things. Cards. They look very much like Hearthstone cards. That made it easier for people to latch onto it. I bet. I hate the layout. The whole design of Hearthstone. I don't like it. I don't know why. It just gives me brain farts. I have never understood why. It's not really important. But I'm just mentioning it now. Just in case I'm gonna moan about it for the rest of the stream. Right, we've got health. We've got attack power. We've got a deck. We've got coins. Ember, cards, initial capacity of each floor. Limbo. This wasteland has always been the desolate crossing into hell. It serves as a buffer, the first ring of hell, and the only separation from heaven. The ice only turned an endless desert into an endless tundra. The Merchant of Steel. Current ring. The final boss is the Seraph of... The Seraph... What? Seraph the Chest. The map. 1, 2, 3, and so on. Up to 9, the Frozen Heart, okay? And you get a preview of what's coming. That's not important for us, though. Game speed can be changed directly. Cool. A foe awaits. Alright. Heaven's priests, these disciples have dedicated themselves to the service of heaven and will attempt to restore the life of their companions. A forged disciple. Attack 2, life 25. Oh, that's attack, isn't it? Attack power. Attack power 0, 1 life. Restores 5 health to friendly units after combat. The Inquisitor has 50 health, 4 attack, is relentless. Combat in this room continues until all enemies are defeated. This unit cannot be routed because of the moustache of power. Dun, 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 dun. I hope the music is not going to get the video muted. That would be bad. This is your pyre. If it takes too much damage from the enemy attacks, your run is over. Only Seraph's light will burn bright. Enemies have boarded your train. How rude. Enemies enter the lowest level and move up one level every turn. If they reach the top, they'll attack your pyre. And we don't want that. Okay, I'm covering up stuff and things. Let's try to move a bit until you can see at least some of it. Summon units to defend your train. You can play each unit card once per battle. Aha. Right, I've got a draw pile here. You can't see the number currently. Your hand of cards is randomly drawn from this pile at the beginning of every turn. It says here 10 and then plus 5. So I've got 10 cards in the draw pile and I draw 5 cards next turn. I have 3 Ember, which is mana. I'll get 3 every turn currently. It's the same information you get here. Initial capacity of each floor. I'll enjoy dismantling your train. What? So the priest, huh? The Hornbreaker Prince is a champion. Has armor 10 and multi-strike 1. Damage is dealt to armor before health. Each point of armor blocks 1 point of damage and is then removed. Okay. The torch does 2 damage. No more healing. The steward will survive a few attacks. Ooh, that's a thing. Oh, you got gifted a sub. Deviate Fish, thank you for gifting a sub to Spectre Thing. Thank you. That is super generous. I can repeat a lot how mad you are, but I appreciate it so much that I will not do that.
Yeah. Party. Best day.
Thank you.
Party. So much party.
That is super nice.
Say it again. Yeah.
And the counter goes up by one more point. You just want me to do a Discovery stream every weekend, right? I don't mind. Thank you so much. Enjoy the few emotes I can spare at the moment. I'm working on that, by the way. For everybody who's grumpy because I don't have 20,000 emotes. I'm working on it. Questions? No, not yet. No worries. I just commented that when you said you're not liking Shadowlands, I said that there's enough to do on the game without Shadowlands, so hope you're enjoying it. Every day. I can't do every day. I can do every week. I can do every week, I think. But it's a lot of work. Each floor of the train has limited capacity. The amount of space a unit will take up is indicated by the number of pips on its card. Oh, that space. I was thinking is rarity, maybe. Oh, look at him. Isn't he cute? So we've got 3 more space. And we can put the armored dude in front of the other dude. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Yeah. 2 damage. Right, let's end our turn. Let's see what happens. 3 waves remaining. Ah, so we discard at the end of the round. I see. Ah, so I played to different levels, of course. Oh, good that I nearly killed this one here. Let's put trains to it here. And do 2 damage. So he will kill the disciple. Restore 2 health. Oh, not necessary yet. Apply regeneration. Huh. Yeah, no, we can't use them now because we're not hurt yet. Let's kill the priest though. Yeah, I know why this game is popular, right? Because it's nicely done. For the sake of argument, imagine Deck of Ashes and this game had the same amount of money and the same amount of people behind it. And how different they start off. I'm not going to say there's one game better than the other because I can't judge that yet. But how they start off, how they pick the player by the head and drop them into their world. It's fundamentally different how they do it. This game takes about 20 seconds before it gets you by the unmentionables. Makes you play. Whereas Deck of Ashes tries to tell you a story about half an hour long. Even if you skip the tutorial. It's wasted potential there. It feels a bit like it. So this is very snappy. I don't like the card design. That is still just not my thing. But I like the unit animations and how flashy it is done. You know, it's a completely different style of game. It doesn't try to be gritty or anything like that. I'm happy that I disabled the screen shake though, because that would be too flashy for my preference. So toned down and chill is not what this game is. But I already like the fact that your enemies are moving up and you have to sort of keep that in mind. That is kind of nice. The card mechanics seem to be not super interesting yet. You'll see about that later. I'm gonna park a steward here. Can I put one on the top level as well? No, okay. Go. Some damage for you. We have liftoff, welcome! Oh, it's just I hate Hearthstone's card design, and same here. Because it's very similar. Welcome to the chat. Defeat the boss to win the battle. It's just not pretty. It's functional. It's super functional. That's why Hearthstone's card design is being taken as an example by so many games. It's functional. The information is nearly jumping at the player, which is what you want for a game like this, to make it easy to be played, picked up, understood in its base functions and mechanics. But from a personal viewpoint, I don't like how they look. It's just not my thing. It's just a graphics thing, really. It's ugly. But it's if you look for how usable or how approachable a card is when it comes to its information, it's a decent base. One of the best ones, the Hearthstone card design. Obviously, you could always go and compare to Magic the Gathering. It's the first collectible card game that I played. It's one of the first collectible card games ever, anyway. That got how do you say that? A lot of attention early on. It's still successful, sort of. And some games just don't do the path that is obviously working. Some games try to do their own thing, and it doesn't always work out. But I think the information delivery is the most important part of the card. I just hate how it looks. That's it. Yeah. I mean, if you say I hate the card design, of course you don't really know. Does he mean the graphics? Does he mean he doesn't understand what the card is doing? So it's good that you asked. Awesome. I approve of questions. The relentless boss will stay here until he's defeated. In this room, he will not move up. I'm not sure if that's good for me. Right, you mouse over the card and then you see mana cost, name, effect, and class. There's not too much information, it's clearly visible. What I wanted to try, because this is the large user interface. It's not much smaller, is it? But it's good for streaming, the large user interface. I like that. It's not a big difference. I think for streaming it's really good to make it as big as possible without obstructing the whole screen. I mean, I'm still covering the draw pile, so there's that. The subtle hint that this is the area where we kind of need to do significant things now. You can use the mouse wheel to go up and down the rooms, which is neat. Let's see about the static background. Yeah, I like that. The wheels are still going, the fire's still moving. Just the movement impression is gone. I disabled screen shake as well. I find that it makes it easier for me to play this longer and concentrate on the essentials. As soon as I know the game better, I might reactivate those effects, but I might also not. Let's see. So, he's got a lot of life, he does decent damage, but that's it. He doesn't have armor. He's going to punch through my armor on the next round, and he's going to get 17 damage. Okay, so I can use my healing then at some point. They don't have a job currently, that's good. So I think the game said you can play each card once per battle, right? But if I don't want to use them now, I can put them in here so I can draw them again. But I might as well do the damage. Just the regeneration doesn't make sense. There's double strike. That's what it meant. Haha, I misread the anchored ability. They fight until they are dead, and then you can play a card again. I thought I had turn after turn, and then... good thing I won anyway. A clan pack, and then ally clan pack. And we get score and coins. Choose a card. Ooh. Neat. I can skip if I pay, or I can skip and get. I can skip and get. Okay, if I don't like the cards at all. Nice. Oh yeah, there you go. Thank you. I thought all the cards. I have to take the imp. Because it looks so cute. In terms of accessibility and information delivery, this is a very good game. Very good game. Text in boxes, easy to read, decent colors picked. It's a clean design. It's not the prettiest, but it's very clean. And yeah. As a fat plus for card games. I feel so sorry for Deck of Ashes earlier. But maybe they just have to adjust some things to make it much easier to pick the game up. I think I would pick up Deck of Ashes when I know I've got more time, because you have to take your time with that game. This one you can pick up and play, like real quick. Much like Shards of Infinity. Short bursts, which could obviously turn into long hours. We all know how that works. Maybe. I'll pick it. 3 different spells. Deal 3 damage. Move that unit to the front. Apply +4. Stat changes persist for the duration of the battle. Yes. It's spikes 4. Huh. Interesting. Glimmer. Restore health, deal damage. To the front, huh? Moving sounds cool. But I'm gonna go for Sharpen. It's a very expensive one though. Now let's go for Glimmer instead. And now I have the first choice. Left or right? Left, right, left, right, left, right. Merchant of Magic. Awoken unit. Hellhorn unit. My collection of cards. Neutral. Are they neutral? I don't really understand that yet. Let's see. Oh, there are more. 5 altogether. Clan. Yeah, they are clanless. Okay, I was assuming correctly. It's the border around the picture that gives it away. It's maybe the only thing that's not easy to spot, but as soon as you know it, it's easy to spot. Okay. Alright, yeah, I want more imps, so I'll go this way. Who are you? Is that a wombat or a cat? I don't know. Yeah, Deck of Ashes is worth taking the time, but it also needs the time. Yeah. I think the gameplay has some very cool ideas. Like I said earlier, I think it's worth repeating. It has some really cool mechanics, it doesn't do the usual, and it's very much sad if it only gets compared to Slay the Spire because it's not that similar to it. I mean, obviously every card game has to survive stuff like that. Being compared to Hearthstone or whatever is just the new stuff. Currently Slay the Spire and Monster Train probably. So you have to survive a comparison. But there's a lot of stuff around Deck of Ashes that really is not inviting me. Maybe I'm not the target audience of stuff like that. But you know, that's the good thing about these marathons. Each game gets 1 hour. And obviously some games don't have a tutorial as such. But if there is a tutorial, I will most probably click on it as a new player. And if that takes half an hour to an hour, and after that I feel like, okay, I should have skipped that, that's bad. That is really, really bad. That is sometimes the point where I don't play the actual game at all. So finding a way to explain yourself. Think you're the game. You want to explain yourself. And then, you know, you meet for the first time. You're the game. The person you meet is the player, the potential player. And you don't start by telling your life story and then one time your grandma told you to pick up the sugar from the bakery and was a really interesting story. And on the way home you saw a tree and a dove, and also it was raining probably, and it smelled like vanilla, the air, for some reason. It was really weird. And also there are these card effects that I'm really not explaining correctly. That is not working. That's not how you get players in. Vanilla, yeah, that's what I remember. That's not how you get players in. It doesn't work like that, sadly. But if you survive the tutorial and can just say, okay, it's like a B-movie, trash fantasy kind of writing here, just move on. There are some cool things in Deck of Ashes. So if you have it in your library and you decided to not play it anymore because it does weird things, maybe give it another chance. Maybe give it another chance. Right, Monster Train. Stop mumbling. I can randomize and refresh the offered goods for 50 bucks. I can remove a card from my deck. Yeah, one of the restores, huh? But do I now want to pay 50 for that? I could also upgrade a unit with plus 10 attack. Ooh, rage on playing. And then it decreases per turn. Endless. When this unit dies or is eaten. What? Return its card to the top of the draw pile. So that's an extra life for units. Because usually you can only play them once per battle, and that would be the twice playable unit. 2 imps, 2 princes. I'm playing him again? He's a nice card. I don't need to consider it for the train stewards. But it's nearly all my money. Oh, I can't do it with the why not? Because he's a champion or something. Yeah. Okay, champion is different. Yeah. I see that. Cheshire Cat 2077. TV Fish, you're most welcome. I hope you enjoyed it. Early work tomorrow. Ooh. I could do another card game stream, yes. Maybe later this year. Around summer. Like July, August, something like that. Let a bit of time pass by for some card games to get out of early access, and then we can have another look. It's a champion. Ah, man, it would have been very good. But twice the imp. There's a lot of direct damage. And it does take up a slot, though. Yeah. So that goes for the champion as well. That does go on the champion. Okay, let's have the imp twice. I like it. Gain a Hellhorn unit. Now I can pick a demon. Triggers after combat. 5 armor. But I only have 3 amber per turn. Okay. Barbed Disciples. Look at him. We've got the Conduit Redirector. Other friendly units on the same floor gain a bonus. Spikes. Last Knight of the Disciples has 7 attack. Is relentless. Okay. Like the boss fight. No attack, 5 health, 25 armor. All right. Well, we don't want them to have spikes. We don't want them to have spikes. So we shoot her out of the game. Well, after combat, it doesn't say after damage, right? So I can leave him here. Combat previews are now enabled. The preview number shows the amount of damage each unit will take during the next combat phase. A red X means the unit will be defeated. This is a +5 armor indicator. This is a -10 health indicator. I kind of want him downstairs. So let's try that. Just... Spikes. A ranged one. Torch you. Torch you. And the second Stuart, then they defeat him. Yeah, missing a bit of damage here. That's alright. And they again will defeat him. Restores 1 health per stack at the end of the turn. And this is until the end of combat. So that will not save them. Okay, so, okay, I see. Every turn of combat. I see. Yeah, and now I get to shoot him again. Summon. Okay. If you squint a lot. I think it's only the card design that's the inspiration behind it. Like the, you know. Nah, it's more than that. It has different mechanics, different cards. But yeah, the style that certainly comes from, yeah, the visual design. Yes, the rest not so much. A fledgling imp. I'm gonna breed imps, that's for sure. Apply rage 3 to friendly units, plural. Ooh. True armor. I like this as well. Deal 10 damage to the front enemy unit. Draw 1 next turn. What? For 0? I like the fact that it can move around things. Later on, it's going to become more important, obviously. Bit of story. I don't want to read that now. Oh well, let's go. Said to be among the great titans that formed the rings of hell, the bogworm had long since died by the time I began to build the rail. The bogworm's remains have created a ring full of waste and ruin, perfect for the inhabitants of hell. Duplicate any card except your champion. Concealed caverns. Accessible by both. An artifact. Nice. We want an artifact. Steward units get +5/+5 damage shield to a multi-strike. At the start of turn, your turn, the front friendly unit on each floor gains +5. Each turn, front friendly unit is a nice long thing to say. I thought I could maybe get rid of all the stewards, but this makes it more fun to have them, so I can get rid of the other cards instead. Cool. Summon a hollow. Gain 40 maximum health. And when healed, the Thorned Hollow does get spikes too. This creates mana when damaged. Ember, sorry. Yeah. For the first bit, it doesn't have the classic 1 versus 1 setup. It has multiple levels on which you fight. You can move units. It has a lot of stuff going on, and it's not subtle about it. The game starts exactly with what it does. It slowly expands. Obviously, it slowly expands the mechanics a bit, but it's not playing like Hearthstone. It's deceptive if the card design, the visual card design, is so similar. Or also if you see a card game where the units are doing something that looks like in Slay the Spire, of course your brain latches on to the thing that's similar that you saw last, right? It's obvious. And then the job of the game that is so similar to the original first idea or whatever, the inspiration, the job of that new game is to make sure that it's not a simple copy and to let you know about that. And I think the Monster Train game does that real quick. And that's clever and necessary. You can't let much time pass because otherwise people will just stick to the comparison. I'm gonna go for the mana generator here. Looks like an interesting card. As you pass a train graveyard, you notice several of your fallen allies. Within the beasts of gnarled steel lie now extinguished pyre shards. There. Even further inside the rubble, you can make out some last protected treasures. Perhaps if you were to relight the pyre shards using some of your own, the trains would reveal their value. Oh, now we have to define how much we want to lose of our pyre. We lose the game if we have 0. Upgrade a unit, not a champion. When your pyre kills a unit, restore... Oh! Friendly units get +10 and Heartless. Cannot be healed. I like this. Last resort kind of thing that's automated. That's a bit like in Slay the Spire, by the way. Not just visually. The pyre shard flickers to life. The treasures within now revealed as the pyre removes its final defense. Yet, as you leave, the pyre shards goes out once more, this time for good. Go out once more. The pyre shards go out once more? The pyre shards go... Yeah. You're all that's left. What? Okay. That was bumpy. Daedalus the Professor. Heavily armored creations protect this ex-professor in his quest to safeguard Seraph and the Winged. I like how everything is destroyed after we are through. The Hell Train. Oh, he's got wings of his own. Construct explosives with damage shield. So the first hit they take is negated. Ha! He has his own theme. The strongest boss you faced yet. He moves between floors freely but can be attacked if you clear out the other enemies on that floor. Damage shield. Watch out for triggers. This bomb has a trigger ability and will explode on this turn. No, on its turn, dealing damage. Check the tooltips of units with a purple trigger icon to see the details of their abilities. So now the game adds more, and then 1 or 2 more levels of complexity at least, I guess. What's the timer saying? 20. At the start of its turn, will deal damage 10 to my front unit. It would eat up the prince's armor. Unless I shoot it. He doesn't have armor yet. But that would be on this floor, huh? Okay, let's see. Let's get a health recovery here. I don't like that. I wonder what happens if I don't It doesn't damage the pyre, it just pops off. Okay, and this time it's up here. We've got damage shielded train stewards who take care of the first source of damage. I can't cast units to the pyre. I bet he can't move up to the pyre on his own. We need to get rid of that. And that one. Right, now he will survive it. He will get armor. And he will be down to 5. Okay. See, and now the movement becomes more interesting with words like front unit. Okay, there's another minion there. Don't have a damage dealing ability this turn, so that will be negated, and then I'll get 2 damage. You still not survive it. Okay. Oh, that one's first because it's the front unit. Ah, yeah, okay. He got damaged. I pity that I lost my champion there. I think maybe those stewards are really good. Right, the Endless Imp. To enemy units on the floor, right? Perfect. And that imp can be played twice. When it dies, I can play it again. It was a good decision after all. Okay. Front enemy unit 10 damage. Yes. Incant. Ah, okay. Gets plus attack. That changes things a bit. Ah, it's much better. Right, good. Whee! Okay, we got another. Yeah, earlier I wanted to destroy one of them and I didn't cast twice. I forgot about the shielding that he does. Okay, let's see. Regenerate you. That should be alright. Contains cards that have been removed from your deck for the remainder of the battle. Yeah, it's the champion. Was a bit of a sacrifice there. And now he's down here and he will stay there. Gonna get 84 damage. And then next turn he's gonna go up here. I'm really still not sure how that works exactly. Yeah, at some point you don't want to see all that a lot. Okay, then he freezes this floor and goes up. So if you want less can increase the game speed. Let's go one up. Too fast. Right, they both take up a lot of space here. He's gonna die this turn. Now they still move about all the time. I would actually vote for an option to not have the animation at all. Is that an option? Can I turn off the animation somehow? Or maybe because maybe I just missed it. Does anyone know in chat? A rare pack, a unit draft, major enhancements, coins. Consume. Can only be played once per battle. Double the amount of armor on a unit. Ooh. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 15 times the number of imp units in your deck. I knew it. Can only make it ultra fast. I think it needs a no animation thing. Yeah, hey Dirty, welcome. Yeah, a bit. Attacks before enemy units during combat. Ooh, first strike. Impolate. I like that. That's good. So, with that in mind, I would reduce the sound. Super Ultra. Mega. First Strike is cool. And Animus has Sweep, which attacks all units for 5 with 30 life and takes up 2 spaces. But yeah, First Strike on that is a good one. Major Enhancement. 1 Ember per turn. Plus 1 card on each floor. No, 1 spot. Capacity. Yeah. Interesting. They boost the pyre the same amount. Draw 1 card extra. 4 M. Okay, let's look at our deck. How many combinations do we have? We got 3. Yeah, 3 and 2 fills it up with 5. If I add 1 capacity to that, I can have 3 stewards on 1 level, or the prince and the big tree plus an imp. Right, capacity is 5, would be 6. That's 3 stewards is a wall with the upgrade I have. If we look at the Ember cost, we're pretty much in the low department. Let's go for capacity. That seems like a cool thing. I like this game a lot. It does many smart things that are a lot of fun to do. This is what Slay the Spire would have needed to be for me to like it. Never clicked with me, Slay the Spire. I know it's a good game, but it never really clicked. I played it for longer than 2 hours, obviously, but not much. 38 hours, actually. More than I thought I had played. Forgotten coins. Forge spells. Restore pyre health. We don't need that. We can upgrade our champion. Oh yes, we want this. This side of the thing. Remove 2 cards. One. Right. Upgrade a unit with multi-strike. Upgrade a unit with 25 health. Upgrade a unit with +5 attack and 10 health. Our armor friend would have 15 attack and 25 health plus the armor. For 20 coins. Yeah. Upgrade. I like it. Let's see. Do we want the imp to have high health? No, really don't. We really don't. It can get eaten for all I care. What else can we do? Multi-strike. Attacks an additional time. For the imp, that's not an attack. That's a trigger on summon. So that wouldn't work. But we could build multi-strike on the Slappy plant we have now, the Husk Hermit. Built-in multi-strike. Built-in multi-strike, first strike. Yeah, let's build in multi-strike on the Slappy for 100. Oh, but then okay. Multi-strike means it does. Oh no, it wasn't dealing 10 damage before, was it? It just looked like it. Yeah, okay. It was. Yeah, I thought it was reduced damage all of a sudden, but it was not. There you go. Upgrade. Thank you, Mr. Cheshire Cat. Now, gain an awoken. So gain 60 maximum health. What does that refer to? To the pyre? No. Does he get a maximum health of 60? It's not clear from looking at it. The creature gains maximum health up to 60. But does it? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. It wasn't super clear. Yeah. It's based on healing. That's not what my deck is doing. I'll try this one out instead. And it has the 3-2 space unit shenanigans that I enjoy. Now let's upgrade our Hornbreaker. She looks fierce. $15 armor. And multi-strike 2. Or 10 armor, multi-strike stays 1. Oh, armor stays 1 as well. But Slay, after dealing a killing blow, he gains 10 armor. When damaged, he gains 2 rage. This more fun. Cool. Undergo trials for greater risk and reward. Activating the trial will make this battle more difficult, but you'll earn an extra reward if you win. Non-boss enemy units get +6 attack. No? 18? Oh, is that the boss? That's the boss. That would be 11 instead of 5. Oh. Nah. Takes care of that one, and this one is reduced by a bit. Question is, do we put the prince in there? Let's try to stand our ground. That's ultra fast. Ultra, super ultra. So, flees from battle if not rooted or dazed. Triggers after combat. Triggers on death. Gain 75 gold. A collector. Okay. You get torched. We could have a first strike, multi-strike train steward, but it's already killing everything. Yeah, that's the right reaction, I guess. I guess so. You're gonna be here. Time's up. I'm gonna finish this fight. In this case, it's a good version of the time's up. So we already got one extra. Weight of contradiction? Weight of contrition, okay. Purge. Once played, this card is removed from your deck for the rest. Yeah. I don't want pyre damage. So many clipped guardians, but we're gonna survive that. Let's see, I'm gonna heal them and deal damage. They're all doing fine. Well, ultra fast does the trick, sort of, kind of. The porcupine. Okay, yeah, those guys are really no fun. Two damage is not enough. They're all gonna die. And then we'll see about my right. They all get killed as well. But we've got a lot of mana. Oh. One less contrition is worth it. Can't play the imp anymore. Now we need to do a crap ton of damage. It's enough as it stands. He got up to Hi. Cool stuff. It's good fun to play. This is good fun to... I like that. Bit of a random picker. Back to main menu, and then I can continue my run at any time. That is really good. It's a good game. It's a really good game. It might be, you know, not the best or most unique game, but it has all the good stuff that works in one game. Plus some new